Yo, yo, yo. What's up? Hi, everyone. Hi. How are you doing? Are you doing fine? I'm doing great. So, yeah, I think we don't have a viewer at the moment. At least I don't see it on YouTube Studio. So, I'll be talking to myself. Yes, I don't know if it's any interesting, but I've been reading this book called Uruk Tonghuk Tamak. Very cool book. Oh, Ashnan says, "Are you a ring bearer?" You see, you won't be able to see the ring of power. You can see it, but only those who wear it can see it. I'm just joking. Just joking. At the moment, no, but I would love to have ring of power. Get measurement of my finger, give it to blacksmith, and have him or her write the script on the ring. Ash naz turpatuluk, ash naz gimbatul, ash naz trakatuluk, ag burzum ishi krimpatul. Yeah. And Ash naz says, "Oh, I'm first." Yes. So that's what I would like to say. Tamuk, like the symbol. What kind of tamuk? I have no idea. Uruk Tonghuk Tamuk. How is it Wednesday? I don't know. Yay, Altanara versus Yay, yo, so yeah, I guess there are some news. It's not much important news, but I'll have to announce it today. Yay, rings. Yay, yay, yay. Nice. One ring to rule them all, one ring to find them, one ring to bring them all, and in darkness bind them. Great stuff. Great stuff. I wish there were rings which had special powers imbued to them. That would be super cool. I would love to get my hand on a ring which grants special powers. That would be nice. 7 rings for the dwarf lords, great miners, and the craftsmen of the mountains. And 9 ring for the race who above all else desire power. Super powers. Turkish people's tamok seems like to be their family's heraldry. Yeah, sure. We also have those kind of tamoks as well. The ones that is passed down by the clan. Some clans, maybe even some families have their own, but mostly it's the clans that have their tamok. Yep. So yeah, I guess this is the book again. Yay. So you can see the tamok here. This is tamok. Tamga. Yep. So at the moment I don't have a stand for my camera, so it's on the table. That's why I'm looking downwards instead of looking like this. Turkic peoples, I mean, yeah. We have this cool rock in Mongolia where different clans who lived in that region, they all sculpted, not sculpted, but they all put their print on that rock, so you can see so many different symbols out there. Turks are cool. Yeah, they're cool. How is the world changing? Well, my world is changing. I don't know much about the world. Well, I can tell you that the weather is very unstable here in Mongolia. Like 2-3 weeks ago, it reached -40, almost during the day, and then now tomorrow or this Saturday it's gonna reach 8 degrees. So we have never had 8 degrees in March, at least in the beginning of March. It's super crazy. Sage of Six Panda says, unfortunately, I won't be watching properly for around an hour due to school, but otherwise, hello. Hello, Sage of Six Pandas. Which school do you go to? What do you study? What's the subject? The world might be changing for the better. Hopefully, it is changing for the better, though. I can never live in that cold. You can. You're a human being. You can get used to it, but you'll not probably won't find it pleasant. It's like having needles piercing your skin, your exposed skin, whenever there's a strong wind. Well, it doesn't have to be strong, it just has to be constant wind. I'm in physics right now, about to go to LA. Ella. What's Ella? Education, love, affairs. Just joking. So, there is a proverb in Eastern Europe: hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Oh yeah. I think that's English phrase. By the way, Ashnan, are you from Turkey? I think you might have some connection with Eastern European countries like Bulgaria or something like that. I learned a Bulgarian song actually recently. I wish I had my guitar here so I could play you all the song. Play and sing. Няма да се караме, няма да се биеме, вечерката лягаме, колелъша караме. Комбайна, вършачка, палаванте трошачка. Na kitarata Vaska Żabata, to się zwiery tragi gości samo za was. Na kitarata Vaska Żabata, to się zwiery tragi gości samo za was. Czujcie melodii, chore narodne pieśni, cygańskiego ciecy, wszystkie zalesne. Kombajna, warszaczka, paławante troszeczka. Na mikrofona, ceca meceta, cieszę pie tragę gości samo za was. Na mikrofona, ceca meceta, cieszę pie tragę gości samo za was. So, if you were born in Ukraine and your father is from India, cool. So, I guess you Молвиш по-украински, I guess. When I was young, I used to think that I have Scythian or Saka ancestry. Nice, nice. LG says, yo, 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 what's up? I think we have enough people to do greeting now. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to inform you that today is indeed Wednesday. It is Wednesday, my dudes. I can't scream out loud. My father is sleeping. Yep. No. So I have a news, I guess, which I guess I have to share. It's a personal news. I'm moving back to my parents' place for some time, I guess. So yeah, I'll be with my sisters, and my sister is here. Trochę rozmawiała ukraińska. Jej. Okay, yes, it's Wednesday. I like the Ukrainian word for potato, which is bulba. Penguin says, "Sup, yo, Penguin, what's up? Do you use Linux, Penguin? Because I like using Linux as my OS." I'm wondering if I could make jokes about Ukraine now. Bulba, yes. Я тебя кохаю, I guess. But nah, I'm just joking. It's a joke. Я тебя кохаю, it means I love you in Ukrainian. What else? I also happen to know a phrase in Belarusian. Хлопцы, контактуйте по белорусской калі ласка. When you move. I've been missing the shenanigans. Yeah, that's the thing. At the moment, I don't have my equipment. So most of my equipment is in the old place. I have to bring them one by one. So I can make shenanigans, but at the same time, I want to have my equipment, but I could do them without it. So yeah. But yes, I have to make content as often as possible. So tomorrow maybe I'll go and get some of the important stuff. And also this PC right now, the one that I'm using, my sister plays video games on this PC, so I have to fight her to get access to this PC. Yeah, my own PC is in the previous, it's in the my other place. In Belarusian it's Bulba, yeah. Taras Bulba. That's my situation at the moment. Yeah. So how are you all doing lately? Anything interesting happening around you, in your country, or personal life? For me, it's moving stuff. I think my world is changing. Yeah, I have to, and also I got some job offers here and there. So things might change. I have to start managing my time so that I can make content and also do other stuff at the same time. I'm off to history class. Yay, see you, man. See you. No mikrofona, ceta. Też tragię goście samo za was. I like the song. Na gitara ta wasko żabata. Też jest wiry trago goście samo za was. It says Vasco the Toad of Vasco the Frog is playing the guitar for you, my dear guests. Na mikrofona Tsetsametseta Teshebe Dragegos Samosavas. It means on the microphone the Tsetsa bear is singing for you, my dear guests. Very cool Bulgarian song, and I think it's gonna stay around for at least another 500 years as a Bulgarian national treasure. Oh, thank you to Aaron Townsley. Yeah, I hope so too. I just need to get my shares together and start doing stuff. I think the more busy I get, the more I'll manage to do stuff. Hopefully. Usually that's what happens. When I have free time, I'm just lazing around doing nothing. Yep. I don't know if it means anything. It's not really important, but I'm growing beard. Yay! So hopefully next year I'll have a full beard. That'll be cool. Like, you know, here, there. But it's not important. Just not this. You only see top chat. Oh wow! Damn it! Top chat. Whoa. Okay, wait. Whoa. Damn it. Cool. I didn't know that there was such settings. Damn. So all of our governments are frozen because the parties don't trust each other, and still one more year till the election. So yeah, life as usual in Belgium. Okay. It's super strange. The situation in Belgium. Okay, this is something I've heard from my Belgian friend from Flanders. He told me that I think there was some scandals, like political thing going on. It happened during Corona times. They had to have elections because the previous government stepped down, and there was a time when Belgium didn't have government for quite some time, at least more than a year, I think. And then they decided to elect this party with the head of it was a man. But the problem with this election was that I believe there were like at least 10 political parties going for the seats. And the party which got elected was the 7th party that got the most votes. There were many other parties that got a lot more votes than this party, but strangely this party got into power for a reason that is not known. So, it's like, at the end of the day, it brings us this question: does the voting matter in Belgium? Because at that point, the voting didn't matter at all. Like, how come the seventh most voted party got into power? Where what happened to the first? What happened to the second? What happened to the third? And also another strange thing about Belgium is that voting is mandatory compared to most of the other countries. So it's mandatory that you have to vote, but at the same time your voting doesn't matter. It's like like why? Interesting political system, but it's not the system itself, it's the people who run the system. So yeah, very interesting topic though. I guess I don't know much about Belgian politics. I get mixed. I get lost in those things. My Belgian friends, they're a bit more well versed in this field. I don't know if it's interesting to you all. I find it interesting. And the whole political system, like that's a whole another topic on its own. Nico says, yo, yo, yo. Yo, Nico. Ashanen asks, which countries have mandatory elections? I didn't know Australia had it, but Belgium, yes. Belgium, they have mandatory thing. The main problem is that all the votes of Flanders only count for as much as all the votes of Walloon, even though there is 2 million more Flemings or so. Equality at its best. Yeah, I have to say, Belgian political system, it's I try to understand. For 4 years, I've been listening to people's explanations here and there. I have to say, it's still a jungle for me. It's a jungle. Like, I guess that's the idea. And after the elections, a minor Flemish party teamed up with a lot of Walloon parties to form a majority. That's how a party with most votes was left out. But come on, like, how can you team up during the elections or after the elections? You can't just team up. Come on, like, it has to be separate parties, no? Maybe it's a loophole in the law. I've bribed the DJ at my school dance into getting me hijack and play Mongolian rock and rap. That's great, man. That's great. That's the best way to bribe. That's the best form of corruption. Yeah. It's a jungle for most of us also. Yes, it's a jungle. Basically, to form a government, you just need the majority of the seats. Kinda, yes, that's understandable, but teaming up after the elections, it does make sense. Well, I guess it makes sense, but still, how come it's allowed? And do you know what Belgian politics remind me of? It reminds me of Hydra. And in Belgium, there's never one party with over half the seats. Yeah, of course, there are many parties. So, okay, Belgian politics remind me of Hydra, the monster from Greek mythology. Whenever you cut its head, it grows 2 heads in the place of 1. And whenever you cut those 2 heads, it grows 4 heads. And why I'm saying that is Belgian government, it's just creating many different governments, many different ministries, many different judiciary systems, and it keeps on going on, expanding further and further more. It's like, how many governments do you need to have? Like, 1 is enough, but why do I have 5 of them? Also, they have to make compromises and work together to form a government. Yeah, coalition, that's the word I was looking for, thanks. With the US, it seems the parties are split, but they're really working together to get more money, power, influence, and distract people from actual issues. Yeah, just because they're together in the coalition, they'll fight each other. German politics are already confusing, and keeping track of other countries is oof. I live in Germany. Yeah, I hear German people are voting more for the, this thingy, right-leaning direction. That's what I heard. Not just in Germany, in France, in Italy as well. Interesting times, very interesting times. I think it should be the same case in Belgium now. The Flemish people, I've heard, they're leaning more towards the right-wing stuff. Yeah. I do believe though, like Sage of Six Pandas is saying that U.S. The parties seem to be split, but they're working together. I have this feeling that that's the case for majority of the people, like for majority of the countries nowadays. It's like a theater where they play as different sides, different roles, but most of them are actors, and the ones who are running the show are making money from that, I guess. Especially Eastern Germans vote more for the right, and at the same time they vote the extreme left more than the Westerners. Very polarized people they are, Eastern Germans. Yeah, pretty much there's always loser in the coalition that compromise too much on its ideals. I think it's in every coalition. No, they don't. The extreme right is just the loudest. Well, yeah, I guess so. They get so much attention just because they're into this field. I like this gesture. In the case of Mongolia, yeah, we have, let's say, two big parties, and then there are other parties that are smaller. I don't believe, I don't trust them. I believe they're doing theatrical show. So maybe I should make my own political party, but in this party we'll have Tea Party, and maybe we can discuss politics there. Maybe we can call it Tea Party, Mongolian Tea Party. And it's a type of party where we drink what you call Mongolian salty milk tea. And that'll be our logo, the salty milk tea. Sutetsa, Mongol Sutetsa nam. Sounds cool. Sounds very cool. It's better than Mongolian Democratic Party or Mongolian Revolutionary Party now. Mongol Sutetsa nam. Mongolian Milk Tea Party. Tea Party. The MTP. Mongolian Tea Party. That would be cool. Also, do you play Tor Chiburi or know how to? I have so much interest in learning Tor. I want to buy it. I have so many musical instruments, but I just keep on buying more. I want to buy Tor, I want to buy Tafshor. I think that would be cool to have. And maybe I can make parody songs out of them. Oh yeah. It's great stuff. Only T. What about the rest of the alphabet? E. Is it similar to Tibetan? Tibetan tea, I believe they add flour to it, if I'm not mistaken. We don't put much flour. We do have specific type of flour, which we sometimes optionally can put inside tea. Let's make it happen. Mongolian Tea Party in government, 2024. Yep. Merohor. I play Merohor a bit. Tafshor is awesome too. Yeah, it's awesome. It's easy, but I have to learn the strumming pattern, the picking pattern. Taninam. Mongol Taninam. Mongolian Taninam. Mongol Taninam. Mongolian Tea Party. I've checked the law, Mongolian law, and it turns out that the party has to have minimum 970 something members, all registered under that party's name in order to be officially registered as a party in the state registry. I'm trying to get decent at Merenhor before getting more Mongolian instruments. Yeah, yay. Yep. I have my second channel, and in the second channel there's a video where I play a bit of Merenhor. You might be interested, I don't know. I heard that bowed instruments might have come from Mongolia. There's a chance, yeah, there's a chance. Fiddles, what happens, violin has Mongolian, there is a chance. Because ikil, it's a very old instrument. I believe it probably existed during the Han Empire. Oh yeah. And the what you call the Chinese instrument irhu, that bowed instrument as well, the fiddle type of instrument, that comes from the nomadic people of the north. Irhu, the meaning of the name means instrument of the Hu, and the people in the north, the nomadic people, they were called Hu, at least people of the Hu. So at least that's what I've heard. I don't know if it's true or not, but it makes sense. Yeah, I've seen it. Also improv with Froggy. Yay, thank you. Yeah. You got 10,000 subs. We can make that party real. Yeah, I think we can make a tea party at 10,000 subs. Maybe it'll happen in a few weeks from now, hopefully, inshallah. Sorry. Yeah. It's a cool story, so we'll roll with it. Yeah. It is very cool. And how is Frog doing? Yeah, he's doing fine. He's working, and do you have frogs in Mongolia? Yeah, we do have frogs in Mongolia, but we don't have big frogs like you have in the southern countries. In southern countries where the climate is warmer, humid, those lands, they have great big toads, frogs, the size of like my fist or even bigger. But here in Mongolia, if we have frogs, usually they're the size of my pinky. Maybe the maximum you can find is probably the size of my thumb. I don't know, maybe there are specific regions where there are bigger frogs out there, but as far as I saw, I've seen only small little frogs in swamps. But yeah, Mongolia is the land is vast. There are different climates here and there, so I believe there might be places where they have bigger frogs than what I've seen so far. It's just that I haven't traveled much in Mongolia, which kind of sucks. Yeah, small frogs, yeah. So whenever I get my own vehicle, maybe I'll start traveling here and there to get to know my country better. So my parents, they've been to many regions, but me, no. I spent most of my life abroad, so it's like, it's a bit shameful topic. So I don't have Mongolian traditional clothes. I haven't been to many places here. Yeah. The time will come though. I'll not force it. And by the way, I have a question for you. It's a question about the English language. One word. I don't know one word, and please let me know if you know this exact word. In Mongolian, we have the word dulukh. Dulukh, it's an action which you give pressure to poop. This type of thing. How is there a specific word in English for that? Pressure? And Nico, you don't have a deal. Yeah, I don't have a deal. I spent 10 years abroad. So every time when I come back home, I try to get deal, but it takes time and it takes money. So I was like, I'm gonna spend my money on other stuff. And that's how I got so far without having deal for myself. And there are like foreign people. I know one Belgian guy who had 4 deal, 4 or 5 Merhur, and a Mongolian wife, and he traveled to like almost 20 regions of Mongolia. And compared to him, I was like, oh, I don't have a deal. I don't have Merhur in Belgium. I've only visited like 3 or 4 regions in Mongolia. I don't have Mongolian wife. He's more Mongolian than me. My corazon, it hurt. And Eva says, if it isn't the guy on the mountain himself. Okay, I don't know if I can show it to you all, but I'll get my phone and I'll show you something interesting about me being on the mountain. So in 2018, I traveled to west of Mongolia, to Oz Emek, and and then I climbed the mountain. While climbing a mountain, I took a photo of this, of the scenery from the mountain, and there was a dried wood and everything. And I used a green screen in Belgium, like this. Yeah, and I put myself on that photo and I made a video like that. So yeah, I think that was pretty cool of me, I guess. This is very specific. In Russian, likely Ukrainian, we usually would use the word connected to giving birth, родить. Oh damn, I have more Dales than you. Oh, I don't think that makes someone more Mongol. Kinda, yes. Kinda. At least you would look like one. Wearing the clothes and everything. Okay, wearing the clothes, maybe speaking the language, playing the instruments. What else? Those are the cultural heritage that you can acquire, and you can become someone culturally speaking. Yeah, I made that video with green screen. It's a very photo I took during my trip, and 2 years later I put myself there using green screen. And yeah, that video was a parody of Batsirk Vanchik. Some people took it seriously. They say it's nice, but it wasn't supposed to be nice. It was supposed to be funny. Yeah. Thank you. Eva, I have a question, Eva. By any chance, are you Eva from Germany? Because I have a friend, Eva, who's from Germany, and I'm wondering if you're Eva. Yeah. Yeah, some people probably still treat the guy from Belgium as an outsider. Maybe, yeah. And Batsera commented on the video too. Yeah, he did. I was super excited. I woke up in the morning, I saw the comment, I was like, oh, I was expecting that. And I think 1 year later, I saw him in Belgium at his concert in Brussels. He played with Kusukten band, and I was there. And I don't know if he recognized me. Ah, okay. Your full name is Geneva. Okay, cool. Nice. Are you from Switzerland? Geneva. I remember how I found you. My good Russian friend sent me your throating tutorial and told me, yeah, let's learn throating and ride our way to Mongolia. Nice. Did he say, давай научим, давай учимся петь, делать горловое пение и поедем в Монголию? Oh my god, I wanted to go to a concert so bad, but I was late. I think that's my ultimate goal in life. Linda Pilgrim says, yep, I saw you there too. Cool. I wonder if I seen you there. I might have seen you. It was received praise from many Mongol musicians on my Merho. Yay. If you play it to me, I think I'll give you sincere compliment, really, without trying to be polite. So yeah. I don't know if it means anything, but can you see here? Damn it. Okay. I know, okay, wait. Sorry. This one. Yep. That's me playing on violin. Okay. Probably I stood next to you. Nice. Yeah. Did you talk to me by any chance? Yeah, I've seen a lot of people there. Many Mongols. I didn't feel special there, which sucks. Yeah. And it was so weird seeing so many Mongols in Belgium in one place. I felt so awkward. I was like, oh, got frozen. Very weird feeling to see my kin there. And it's not pleasant because of the societal code and stuff like that. Haha, I'm not, but I wish I was. Everyone always thinks that. I'm from Nevada. Oh, Nevada. Isn't that desert where there's the US secret base, Area 51? Is it in Nevada? Where they keep aliens. I believe like 4 years ago, there was a raid by the meme community in Area 51. I think it's in Nevada, or I could be wrong. Just a guy says hello. And hello, just a guy. Hi. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? And Linda Pilgrim says, no, I tend to leave people alone. Yeah. Sometimes it's nice. Sometimes it's nice to talk to people, and sometimes it's nice when people leave me alone. But to be honest, one of the happiness that I get is meeting people on the street who tell me, hey, I know you from the YouTube. I've seen your videos. when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, ah, it feels super fun and nice. And I go to my friends or I go to my mom, and then I tell my mom, today someone told me that they've seen my videos, and I was happy. And Eva says, yep, that's it, lol. Yeah. Have you gone to that event, Raid Area 51? In one of my videos, I made a reference to that. It's in one of my first, like one of the earliest videos that I made. It's in the Limbo series, episode 1, the Restoration. It's not on my channel, it's on my previous channel, my previous YouTube channel, the place where I started. I was procrastinating with uploading videos there. I didn't upload for 2-3 months, and then I forgot the password. Since I forgot the password, I couldn't access it. So I had to use my existing second, backup account, Google account, which the name was Hachapuri. It was just a random name I gave to my backup account. It's based on Georgian food, and I started uploading my next videos on this channel, and that's how this channel has the name Hachapuri. Whenever I had to make that backup account, I just named it with the first thing that came to my mind, which was the name of the Georgian food. It's like pizza. It's very delicious, and yeah, there isn't really any deep meaning to it. It's just me making my backup account, which became my main account. Hey, Massive said, hey, Linda Pilgrim says, I did talk to your mom for a second when we were all looking for the right interest. Well, cool. Oh, interesting. Did you speak to her in French? Excusez-moi, madame. Où je peux trouver l'entrance à la concert hall? Est-ce que vous savez? Yeah, that's how I would speak in French. Which is a bit shameful of me. But it's very cool that you talk to my mom. Let us know when you visit Belgium. Once I get money, I'll go there to meet my friends, to say hi. So if I ever gonna go to Belgium, I think I'll make an announcement on my YouTube. I'll tell everyone, hey, I'm going to Belgium. I'm going to EU. Maybe I can say I'm going to Germany. Ich will zu what you call? Damn it! How do you call it? Reich, die Reich gehen. Ich will zu die Reich gehen. Ja. Майя says, как дела? Хорошо? Здорово, братан, как дела? I want to speak like Armenians. Здорово, братан, как дела? Ashina says, привет. English almost automatically. I refuse to speak French in Brussels. Yeah, it's one of those perks, like funny things about Belgians. This competitive thing between the two communities. Very interesting stuff. Deutschland. Nice, let us know. I'll take you for a ride in my truck. Nice. Thank you. Danke. I like this word danke. Because when you want to say to someone danke, but if the other person speaks French or whatever, you can say danke, danke. Or you could also say merci beaucoup, which is nice. I love these stupid phrases. I heard that the French in Brussels is better than in Paris. Yes, yeah, for sure. Everyone hates Parisians. Maybe compared to Parisians, other French speakers are more humble. Maybe. I don't know why, but they always get shitted by everyone. I just joined and heard Armenian. See, Armenian food is good. I know lavash, and I know the word siktir. There were other few words, but I didn't manage to remember them. French is bad everywhere where they only speak French. Yes. I can agree with that. That they're terrible when it comes to speaking foreign languages. But thanks to that, I managed to learn French actually. Because when I had to talk to Belgians, the Wallonians, I was forced to speak French with them. Because I learned French, but I couldn't speak French. And I needed practice, but my friends wouldn't practice with me. So one of my friends brought me to Charleroi, where he had his Wallonian friends, but they couldn't speak English very well. So I had to speak to them in French. And it took a lot of mental processing to start speaking the language. It took me a lot of effort, but right afterwards, the next day, I was able to form sentences, whereas I couldn't do it the day before. It took me a lot of effort. So one cool thing about French speakers is that they don't speak foreign languages that much, which helps us to learn French. Compared to Dutch speakers, they speak English so good that I didn't have to learn Dutch. Yeah. Especially Dalma. Haha, didn't end up going to the rave. I gotta go now. Dog is getting pissed off. He's ready for his walk. He's Caucasian of Charka. Low key a bear. Nice. You're Caucasian of Charka. Yeah, maybe he's white. I'm just joking. But yeah, they're big. I believe they're shepherds, I guess. Danke. Спасибо. So, is it possible now to get a visa to any country if you're... Well, of course, it's possible to get visa. It's not like we're a nuclear wasteland. If we become nuclear wasteland, yes, we won't be able to get visa. That's gonna be a slow death. Myself, danke. In French, if you say danke, it means up your ass. Because dang is into and que is ass, so danke. Very nice phrase. Wow, you went to Charleroi. You must be crazy before it's the Detroit of Belgium. I know, I went there in 2019. I think so, 2019. The place was super chilled. I went to the lake nearby. We chilled. It was a warm day. We had picnic, and the people were nice. I have to say, the Wallonians, they are super friendly people, at least from my experience. My Indian uncle also did this joke about German danke and donkey. Yeah, true. Learning Dutch is made much more difficult for those who actually want to learn it. Yeah. So with the Dutch, one of the cool things that after hanging out with Dutch speakers, in my fourth year, whenever I'm around them and I hear them speaking on the phone, I was able to get the general idea of what they were talking about. Just by being exposed to their conversations. But that was only in my fourth year, though. There were times when I went to language exchange meetups. I used to sit at Dutch-speaking tables. I had to put my concentration on 100% and managed to get a few words from there. I felt super happy and proud of myself because I've never properly learned Dutch, but hanging out with people helps a lot. And also being able to speak English helps as well. I think most spoken languages are different from taught textbook languages, yeah. Yeah, it sounds like English, that's why. Thanks to English and also thanks to German. I studied German in the past by myself. So I managed to get the basics of German. And whenever I learned German, I used English as my foundation and always translated from English to German. And I found, through that kind of comparison, I found so many similarities between two languages. And Dutch fell right in between them. Cool to hear that Mongols have possibility to travel, so Russians haven't possible to go anywhere in Europe or USA. Yeah, of course. It's not like we're having war with Ukraine. We're innocent. We're the victims, actually. So yeah, it would make sense to ban our passport visa thingy. Oh yeah. I remember someone from German state, Northern, grew up, understood Dutch easily. His mother speaks Low German. It's something in between German and English, like Dutch. I wonder how could that be. It's an interesting thing. When you look at geography and places where the Germanic people resided, the difference between people who live in the mountains, those people who live in the Midlands, those people who live in the lowlands, their dialect, their pronunciation of certain words change, the emphasis, and so on, the phonetics. So the Germanic people who live in the lowlands, their dialect is similar to that of Dutch because they were in the same kind of territory. So it's easy for them to travel back and forth, which makes their dialects more or less understandable for each other compared to the Midlands and Highlands. And that's why English is closer to Dutch, I guess, because historically and geographically speaking, the Anglo-Saxons, I guess, were kind of had to go through those lands, so they had similar development in their language, I guess. Low German is so funny, it's pretty awesome. Lucky victims, Mongols. Mongolia is sandwiched between two big bullies. I tried to learn Low German. We call it praten. Yeah, over for me is that Makkelbursch. Yeah, one of the cool perks of being war victims, right? It's not like we're direct victims, we're the indirect victims of the war. Is that we get to have immigrants. And if we manage to have good policies and good strategies, having immigrants is really helpful on the long run. If they're managed well, that is. German and Dutch are similar enough to make most funny mistakes. Yeah, one of the examples I've heard is the difference between sea and lake. It's kind of switched in these two languages. In Dutch, when you say sea, it would mean lake in German, and in German, when you say lake, it would be the sea in Dutch. The false friends. Wann kommst du? Mein Vater kommt uit Groningen en kann gut praten or praten. Let's try Deutsch sprechen. Ja. Lass uns Deutsch sprechen. Sprachen. Ich bin ein Kartoffel. Wie heißt du? Ich will deine Titten sehen. Entschuldigung. But German is hardly inconsistent with that. Was du willst machen, wann du hast frei time. Mein Deutsch ist nicht gut. Mein Deutsch ist nicht gut auch. And also, I might have mentioned this before. The word Deutsch and the word Dutch, they have the same root, same etymology, meaning nation, people, land. Magst du Pommes oder Bratkartoffeln? Kartoffeln. Ich kann machen Kartoffelpüree. Deutsch, Netherlands, and English, it's German and Dutch. These are confusing enough as it is. Yeah, it's the same word actually. Deutsch, meaning land, people, or nation. Just that in different language, like in Dutch, you pronounce it differently, and you write it differently, and in Germany, they pronounce and they write it differently. Yeah, same word. Cool stuff. When I first learned about it, I checked it on Wikipedia. I checked the Deutsch etymology and I found it. It was now it makes sense. And the word Volkswagen, I like the name Volkswagen. My German friend told me it means the car of the people. Volk, as in folk, and Wagen is like a car. So it's a wagon of the folk. Volkswagen. Oh. War. So you want war. The Maya Siberian. The Russian girl wants, war. Just joking. That was a bad joke. Sorry. That was a bad joke. Kiewer. Was ist das? Ich nicht weiß. Not war. Yeah, I love my jokes. If there are two things I like about myself, it's my hair and my sense of humor. Here is an old model of car. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, it's I don't know if I've ever told you this before, but The most popular Volkswagen. Yeah, I'm very bad with cars. My father, he likes cars and everything, but me, I like computers. War is really sad for us Russians and Ukrainians now. Война! Совершенно война! Давай за что-то там делать, давай за пойдем поиграть. Sige, hola amigo. Hey, hello, amigo. How are you? Bonjour. Hola. Sige. S666XY. Haha, childish. Yeah. But I'm an adult. Yeah, I feel so lame. We have Volkswagen car. Nice. Well, you don't have to say a Volkswagen car because wagon is already car. So you just have to say we have Volkswagen. I think. I think I can tell you all Russian poem. I know it by heart, but I might mess up a few times here and there because I learned it a long time ago. But I'll tell you from my heart, okay? Белеет парус одинокий, в тумане море голубом. Что ищет он в стране далекой, что кинул он в краю родном. Играет волны, ветер свистит, и мачта гнется и скрипит. Увы, он счастья не ищет, и от счастья он не бежит. Под ним струя светлой лазури, над ним луч солнца золотой, а он мятежный хочет бури, как будто в бурях есть покой. I just joined and heard cars. Hey man, ma scendere. Nani? Lermontov. Yeah. So, Omawa mo scendere. Do you watch anime? Ishoni nihongo ni shaberemashou. I learned Japanese by watching anime. Thank you. I could try Pushkin. Я вас любил, любовь еще, быть может. В душе моей угасла не совсем. Но пусть она вас больше не тревожит. Я не хочу печалить вас ничем. Я вас любил безмолвно, безнадежно. То робостью, то что-то, с чем я забыл. Я вас любил так искренне, так нежно, что дай вам Бог любить кто-то другой. I messed up. The first poem, it was about a rebellious man. The poet describes this man with a ship sailing alone in the sea during the storm and everything, and it says that this ship is rebellious. It wants the storm, almost as if in the storm there is tranquility. And in the second poem, it's a poem about love. I loved you, and love can be there again in my soul it hasn't burned out at all. And I loved you so genuinely, so sincerely, that may God bless you to have someone else. Something like that. Feel tired. Круто. У тебя с интонацией получается читать. I was spoken when I said childish. Yay. Дай вам Бог любит кто-то другой. Звучит можно так. Да. Быть, дай вам Бог любимым быть другим. I think that goes. И у тебя моя семья. Yeah. That was a fire, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, I was joking though. Nice stuff, nice stuff. Full. What else? I should actually learn more Mongolian poems by heart. Maybe I should start going to sleep, because I think my sister is gonna sleep soon. So yeah. Ich muss schlafen jetzt. Je dois dormir maintenant. I say very safe with mobilization and everything. Should be safe, I hope. I hope so. Ich hoffe, dass alles ist gut. Right now, yep. Time for more practice for me then. Okay, sleep well. Sleep well, everyone. Have a nice day. I'll go and sleep now. So yeah, thank you for joining us during the stream. Good night. I hope the bed bugs don't bite. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. I hope we don't have bed bugs. Good to hear. Okay. See you all. Bye. Thank you. Love you all. That was super nice. It was super chilled. Nice. Yeah. Bye. Gonna click on end the stream. Gute Nacht. 1, 2 Polizei, 3, wir Grenadier, 5, 6 Arte, Hex, 7, 8, gute Nacht.